Hey, what's going on there, everyone? This is Crypto Yasso, here to provide you crypto education. By all means, this video is not financial advice, and I do recommend that you do your own research before making any investments in cryptocurrency. For today, let's talk about Orchid. Before we get to understanding how Orchid works, let's first understand Virtual Private Network, abbreviated VPN, and what Orchid is aiming to solve. So today, when you connect to the internet through an internet service provider, you're actually connecting through a public server. These servers are unsecure and vulnerable. And when you use it, you're actually exposing your private information and browsing habits. So imagine when you're going to the coffee shop or somewhere in public and you log into a Wi-Fi network. If it's not a private Wi-Fi network that requires a password, then any data transmitted during your online session could be vulnerable to eavesdropping by strangers or anyone who are bad actors. To prevent eavesdropping and bad actors, a VPN is used. A VPN gives you online privacy by creating a private network from a public internet connection. It establishes a secure and encrypted connection that masks your online actions. However, today, the companies behind VPNs are centralized, and what they do is that many will monitor, inspect, block your connection, and oftentimes they will collect your private browsing data and sell it to outside parties. That's how companies can provide free VPN. And because the VPN connections are free, then the performance and quality of the connection will suffer because the incentives are poor and there's a limited supply of donated free bandwidth. And that is what Orchid is aiming to solve. Orchid is a decentralized network of VPN service providers that allow users to use the OXT token to buy bandwidth on Orchid for private internet browsing. The technology allows you to route a single internet connection through multiple providers. This decreases any possibility that a third party can hack into your connection and steal your private information. This is called multi-hop routing. Multi-hop routing adds another layer of privacy to your internet access. Also, Orchid is a layer 2 scaling architecture for Ethereum that uses probabilistic nanopayments. When a user pays for service, the nanopayments actually does not occur on the Ethereum blockchain, which means that it doesn't use the Ethereum's processing power. Instead, the nanopayments occur continuously as the user browses the Orchid blockchain. This structure allows Orchid to provide service to millions of users. So, there are two parts to Orchid. The first one is the Orchid app, which is a peer-to-peer VPN tool that allows users to use the internet privately and securely, and it protects your browsing data and history. The second part is the currency. Orchid, with the ticker OXT, is an ERC20 cryptocurrency that runs on the Ethereum blockchain. As a bandwidth provider, anyone can operate a Orchid node, but they must first stake OXT. The more that is staked, then the more likelihood that they'll be chosen by the Orchid protocol to provide bandwidth to the user. As a bandwidth user, users can pay for bandwidth from the VPN services with OXT. The users will only pay for the bandwidth that they consume. OXT has a total supply of 1 billion units. Today, according to CoinMarketCap, the circulating supply is a little over 65 million, which is only a little over 6.5% of the entire available supply. However, on the Orchid website, there is a OXT release schedule pie chart. Around 51% is for network incentives, treasury, and other, while approximately 25% is put into some seed safes, and the rest goes towards the team for development. You can also view the OXT release schedule that is available on the Orchid website. As of August 17, 2020, there has been 313,629,325 OXT released. And now let's take a look at who is behind the Orchid blockchain. The Orchid blockchain is built by Orchid Labs, which is a company located in San Francisco and is led by their CEO, Dr. Stephen Waterhouse. Stephen Waterhouse has a pretty amazing resume. He's an advisor for Firestarter, which is a venture platform for investments, and he's been their advisor for over 7 years. He was a board member for Bitstamp from early 2014 to mid 2017. He was a founding partner of the Pantera Capital blockchain and cryptocurrency funds in 2013. He also co-founded and was CTO of RPX Corporation. And there's just so much more to his resume. What I would do is that I would drop his LinkedIn URL in the description below, as well as the other co-founders. Also, a notable mention is that Orchid is funded by some very credible venture capitals, such as Blockchain Capital, Sequoia Capital, and as well as many other venture capitals. And to conclude this video, what do I think of Orchid? So to answer this question, I want to look at the current market size. For VPN, the market size was around $25 billion in 2019, was estimated to be $27 billion in 2020, and is projected to be around $70 billion by 2026. However, at the beginning of 2020, the coronavirus pandemic started, which led employees, students, and all sorts of people to work, learn, and communicate remotely. This greatly increased the exposure of working remotely. Because of the growing exposure to working remotely, then I do believe that there will be a need to have a more safe and secure internet connection for people to transact and communicate, therefore increasing the demand for VPN providers and eventually leading it to increasing the VPN market size. Orchid is a decentralized network for VPN providers, and because of my projection, I do believe that this gives Orchid a lot of potential to grow in the future. And I do believe that Orchid will be a part of this growing market. And that's all I have for today. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research. And all I'm doing in this video is presenting what I learned and what my thoughts are about the Orchid blockchain. I do hope to see you in my next video. Thank you.